Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru, starting a new session on current affairs. This is going to be the first part for the month of February. So February 2026, first part for the month of Feb. Current affairs are starting right now. Just remain focused throughout. The session will remain in English medium. Just to tell you that we record such sort of complete English medium sessions for our students who are in South India, for our students who are in Northeast India. Those who are not very well versed or comfortable in Hindi, we record such sort of complete English medium sessions for them. Students who are in Telangana, Kerala, of course, students who are in Assam, students who are in, of course, Manipur. We are talking about all those students who are unable to understand Hindi well. We record such sort of complete English medium sessions primarily for them. But if you like, if you understand English, no problem, you can watch the session in English as well. Let's start from here on. As you can see on your screen right away that the session starts from a category called governance, called ministries and their policies. First of all, you must understand something, that we have to talk about budget a little. We will, of course, there will be a complete dedicated session for the budget as well. But union budget, if it is discussed in detail, students don't like that. So just to curtail that, just to get important points, so I'll be getting all those important points in my subsequent sessions as well. Even today, I've included a few points which are very significant from the exam point of view. I am going to begin with the first point, that is PM Daksh. If you can see PM Daksh, it is not the name of a call center as you used to call it. Daksh is basically, of course, a contracted form, an abbreviation of something, and a full form do exist. So you have to, full form of it of course exists too. Now you have to focus on the full form. You have to focus on the whole point, which ministry comes up with such a scheme. Now let's start. I said the topic is this. Under this topic, we are studying the first question which can be asked in your exam. It is Pradhan Mantri Dakshata or Kushalta. Pradhan Mantri Dakshata or Kushalta Sampann Hitgrahi Yojana. Yojana is scheme. It is basically Hitgrahi, H, Sampannta, Sampann and Hitgrahi, Sampann complete. So they are saying, of course, Dakshata is skill. Dakshata is dexterity, that skill that everybody should own, should possess to get a job in the job market. See, if your education is all theory based, of course, it is difficult for you to get a job somewhere. If your education is quite practical, quite skill based, of course, you can get jobs anywhere. Now, the government is thinking that for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and of course, economically weaker section, EWS candidates, they want that their skills should be enhanced. So to work upon their skills, they have come up with PM Daksh scheme. So in the examination, how the question will be asked? Either they may ask you what's the full form of PM Daksh. Second, they'll ask you what is it associated, like who are the people getting benefited out of this scheme. Third, they can ask you which ministry has come up with such a scheme. So of course, 3 questions from 1 point can ever be asked, you know that. Now I'm going to talk about it once again, saying PM Daksh is the Yojana, is the scheme by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Read it carefully. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. First that. Second, for EWS, SC/ST candidates. Third thing, full form of Daksh. Daksh has DAK, but that DA is Dakshata, K is Kushalta. Kushalta, of course, you have to be skillful. So Kushalta, you have to be skillful. You have to be dexterous at what you do. You have to be good at what you do. So the skill enhancement is the sole purpose. If you don't know Hindi even a little, try to learn these words. You may have studied Hindi a bit, because their full forms, government's full forms are like that. You have to understand Hindi a little bit at least. So Dakshata, Kushalta, Sampann Hitgrahi Yojana. So it is by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Next question on your screen. Yantra India Limited. Please understand one thing, when some organization, PSU, I should speak like that. So when some PSU is there, some organization where the stake of government is quite high, and apart from that we can call it that government indirectly we are saying that owns it. So Yantra India Limited, they try to keep some firms, some organizations into such categories. You may have heard Navratna, Mini Ratna. So it is like the category that Mini Ratna category 1 status was given to Yantra India Limited. Such a question is usually asked in the exam. Please consider the first page, very important, very important. When I say Mini Ratna category 1 status was given to Yantra India Limited, of course financial autonomy is provided, of course they become even more valuable to the government as well, and that gives them some status as well. What kind of status? That they actually can perform well, their production, and you can say that what they earn for the government. What they earn for the government is, of course, it is quite all right. That is the reason they were kept into such a status. Now the category is Mini Ratna. Yantra India Limited, fall into this status now, from now onwards. That's quite an important question. Now kids generally assume that for women entrepreneurs, how can government come up with She-Mart kind of name? How can this be that easy? But it is that easy, and please learn that. She-Mart does not mean that only she would go and she would, of course, buy from She-Marts. She-Mart means that entrepreneurs or business women who are behind the creation of those marts like Walmart. So she, that means women are there. Women are there, so women entrepreneurs are there. Once again, in the union budget, they said that we wish that women entrepreneurs should do well, should do something, should do more. So they are coming up with She-Mart. That's the name government gave. The name of the new platform announced for women entrepreneurs in union budget, it is She-Mart. Now, if you just see, what I've actually written here, there's like, I'll be mentioning one or two things, but prior to doing that, of course, I want you to focus on one thing. And it is there on the screen now. See, if you've heard Dalai Lama is a Buddhist monk that of course, he's like very famous, everybody knows about him, but winning Grammy, every singer gets, that, but not ours, of course, elsewhere and even abroad they get it. Grammy is received by singers usually, that is what I'm trying to convey, but Grammy is won by Dalai Lama. It is different from usually what you've learned. So Grammy was won by Dalai Lama is a different, piece of information altogether. Read it carefully. And for what? He recorded audiobook. He recorded an audiobook. It is for meditation basically, and storytelling was also done in that. And so I'm saying Dalai Lama won his first Grammy Award for his best audiobook storytelling recording for meditations. Try to learn the whole point. And just was that what I've narrated a while back. The second one, development and governance indices. After awards, government and governance indices. See, when we talk about index, that's the singular form. Indices is the plural form of multiple index, right? So if you talk about index, the plural becomes indices. So multiple index are being talked about. So we are saying category is where we are mentioning development, where we are mentioning governance, government indices also. Anyway, if I may say, Tripura achieved the top rank in Panchayat Advancement Index. So I have a question for you. If you read a little bit, do answer this question. Try to answer this question, because if I am asking such a question, believe me, I'm not, a person who wastes kids' time. I really don't do that. So for me, students are very important. Your time is way more important than even mine, and you know that. So I'm asking a question which is really, really exam focused. Whatever I'm teaching you, you will see those questions in your exam for sure. So please have faith in me. By that logic, answer a question. I'm saying Panchayat Advancement Index, Tripura topped it. We have Panchayati Raj, of course, there in our country, and states do follow that. The implementation is done in the states. So Tripura followed it, and of course followed it the best. That is why it remained on top. They did it quite well. My question is there any ministry or institution which releases Panchayat Advancement Index? Which one is that? Try to look for it, and if there's some other information that you wish to share about this, no stories at all. If I don't find your information, as per the exam standard, I'll tell you there in the comment section. So you are going to comment, you are going to check on yourself. Panchayat Advancement Index is 2.0 is the index released. I'm saying, which organization does that? First, you have to answer that in the comment box. Otherwise, nothing else is required. But still, my question is, Tripura achieved top rank in that. That is quite substantial, sort of, from my point of view. But anyway, that question can be asked. That is why I'm handing you over the responsibility to check it. Please do that. World Government Summit. It's not that our government organized a summit and organized a summit for themselves in Dubai. It's not that. It is World Government Summit. I hope you understand the importance of World Government Summit. Organized in Dubai, arranged in Dubai. Dubai was like hosting it. Second question. This one is the most important one in the page. 25th number. This micro detail. 25th numbers. Winter Olympic Games are hosted by Italy. I hope you understand the importance of this question. I'll talk about this in further videos as well after the result is out, their mascot, winner and all that. Leave that part. Dalai Lama, first Grammy for audiobook release, of course on meditation. Then Tripura topped in Panchayat Advancement Index. Third, World Government Summit in Dubai. And Italy is hosting Winter Olympic Games 2026 and they are of 25th numbers. I hope you've understood what I'm teaching you. And I really expect a like from you kiddos. Do that please, because if you press the like button, I get motivated. Do subscribe to our channel if you have not till now. If you just come, watch and leave, please. That's very bad. I don't feel like even recording a video. So I hope you understand the efforts goes in. Please do press the like button and do subscribe to our channel. And if you wish to buy a course from us, complete English medium course is also available. Hindi medium course is also available. So you can, depending upon your choice, we are pretty alright in terms of question selection. SSC, CGL is approaching. CHSL would be there, Steno would be there, CPO would be there, you know that. Even bank exams are going to be there too. If you wish to study from us, numbers are given below. If you wish to study from us and you don't wish to speak with anybody, online.vidyaguru.in is the website. You can go check that website and join from there as well. We'll help you actually in the best possible manner to actually crack the exam. Literally. Only the important questions from the perspective of an exam, and all the teachers are good at it. The title of this page is Important Days. And how we are starting, we're talking about Wetlands Day. We will be starting with Wetlands Day. People are not aware what wetlands are. Like wetlands, I'll be talking about Ramsar sites further, and I've taught you previously as well what Ramsar sites are. Wetlands, biodiversity, Ramsar sites. So we are talking about the conservation of wetlands and biodiversity. Of course, Wetland Day is celebrated on 2nd of February, but on this very same date, we celebrate Rheumatoid Arthritis Awareness Day as well. So arthritis can't be promoted. Of course, awareness has to be promoted. Awareness has to be given to people who suffer from rheumatoid disease, basically, where joints, become problematic, and some kind of problem, gets generated with the passage of time. So Rheumatoid Arthritis Awareness Day is also celebrated on 2nd February because 2nd February is also celebrated as Wetlands Day. The second question, the second set is about 30th January, National Leprosy Day. There are a few days which I have missed in January. So I'm adding those also, just one or two. So 30th of January, National Leprosy Day. Leprosy is also a skin disease, you know that. That's there on the page, quite bad one. And in earlier times, leopards were there. People used to stay away from them. So leprosy, that disease, skin disease. Martyrs Day, death of Mahatma Gandhi, you know that. So Martyrs Day, death of Mahatma Gandhi. His, of course, contribution is immense, you know that. So his death is celebrated as Martyrs Day. 30th January is that date, the same day. World Cancer Day, 4th February, and International Day of Human Fraternity. which we need a lot. Fraternity is like maintaining brotherhood. International Day of Human Fraternity. Humans should be brothers to each other. Brothers, like everybody is your brother, everybody is your brother. Fraternity means that, brotherhood. So I'm saying International Day of Human Fraternity is celebrated on 4th February. So is the case with World Cancer Day. World Cancer Day is also celebrated on 4th February. Let me repeat all that. I'm saying Wetlands Day, 2nd February. Rheumatoid Arthritis Awareness Day, 2nd February. National Leprosy Day, 30th January. 30th January is Martyrs Day also. Mahatma Gandhi's birthday. World Cancer Day, 4th February. International Day of Human Fraternity, 4th February. The days are in such a way, kept in such a way, you'll be able to learn them easily. 30th January 2, 4th January 2 and 2nd February. 4th February 2 and 2nd February 2. I hope you've learned all. Next set of questions on your screen from the segment of sports. We'll talk about something like Asian Rifle Pistol Shooting Championship. They'll take place in New Delhi. That is it. Pistol shooting and Asian Rifle. I said championships will take place in New Delhi. You have to know that. But this question is quite significant. Here also you're answering one question. If there is something very important, I bring that. But if there's something associated, I feel that can be there in your exam, please answer that. First question from Australian Open. Initial months like January, at times it gets extended up to February because even this year, 1st February was the date when Australian Open ended. Carlos Alcaraz. I've taught you this fellow, very, very bright. Carlos Alcaraz is quite young, you know that. So I'm saying he defeated Novak Djokovic. This is like no joke. When you defeat Novak Djokovic, it is no joke at all. It is like, you can call it the biggest kind of win, of course, for a young fellow like Carlos. Of course, he defeats many, important players, I know that. But in winning Australian Open, the youngest winner is Carlos Alcaraz. This is the reason this question becomes even more important. Men's singles title lifted by Carlos Alcaraz. Read it here. And I said he defeated Novak Djokovic. Men's singles Australian Open. The question you are answering, women's singles title lifted by. Check that on your own and comment that. Please comment that because this is going to stay with you forever and you will see that question in your exam, believe me. If you are thinking Aryna Sabalenka, won that, no. She got defeated. Aryna Sabalenka got defeated. By whom? That is what you have to tell me by writing a comment. So I'm saying who won women's singles title in Australian Open. You are going to tell me the name of the person who lifted women's singles. Right? So apostrophe S. Men's singles, Carlos Alcaraz. Told you the name who got defeated as well. There also told you the name who got defeated, Aryna Sabalenka. But you have to tell me the name of the winner. Please do comment. That's how you'll learn more. So a job for you. Carlos Alcaraz, Australian Open. The next question. Haryana Thunders won by defeating Delhi Dangal Warriors. Now people assume what has she started, teaching. Talking about the names of the teams, right? So it is Pro Wrestling League. For you, IPL is everything, right? So it's not IPL, it's not cricket here. We are talking about wrestling. So Pro Wrestling League was getting performed. Out of that, Haryana Thunders lifted the title by defeating Delhi Dangal, or you can call it Delhi Dangal Warriors. Delhi Dangal Warriors or Delhi Dangal Warriors, whatever you may address it as, but you got the idea what I'm actually conveying. PWL is famous as making you revise, speaking this often. Why? Because just so that you can retain the stuff what I'm teaching. I am saying, being slow, Asian Rifle Pistol Shooting Championship in Delhi. Carlos Alcaraz lifted the title of men's singles in Australian Open. Then I said Haryana Thunders defeated Delhi Dangal Warriors in Pro Wrestling League. I hope clear. Things are clear. Next question. Next set of questions. Again, governance, again, ministries and their policies. Let's see what is happening here. See, Paymana is something you will see in your exam. It is like one of the policies or schemes you can say they come up with. What is it? First of all, which ministry is behind Paymana? Try to learn that side by side. When I say MOSPI, what would you understand? Nothing. So let me expand it. I said Ministry of Statistics and Program Innovation. Read it. Ministry of Statistics and Program Innovation. MOSPI. MOSPI. What is it? Ministry of Statistics Program Innovation is behind Paymana. First of all, what is this Paymana? Let's learn that. See, infrastructures are created, you know that. But if the expenditure on those infrastructures goes beyond 150 CR, if the cost of the infrastructure which is being built by the government, it goes more than 150 crores, they'll be available on the portal Paymana. So Paymana is a portal, I told you, to of course check the infrastructure projects which go beyond 150 CR, right? What is Paymana now? Paymana is a project analytics. Project analytics. Let's move further. Infrastructure monitoring. And ANA is application. Application as an app. Okay, once again, I said the initial letters are important. See, when any abbreviation is created by the government, you cannot argue. You cannot ask them to, give you something meaningful. Of course, whatever they have given, you have to learn that. Once again, I said project analytics. I is for sure infrastructure because it is about infrastructure monitoring. And I told you when the project goes beyond 150 CR, then they have to monitor it. That is why infrastructure monitoring. And ANA, they are mentioning it as application. Anyway, so it's a portal. Paymana's full form can be there. Which ministry is coming up with Paymana? That is also significant. Third thing, and I told you, the size, the cost of the project which will be monitored. That is what you have to learn out of all this. The second thing is National Cooperative Development Corporation, popularly known as NCDC, nothing else as you are thinking of. National Cooperative Development Corporation. National Cooperative Development Corporation came up with two fully funded schemes. One for youth entrepreneurs and the other one is for, of course, women entrepreneurs or women self-help groups. As they are self-help groups, that is why Sehkar is there. Sehkar scheme. They are called as Yuva Sehkar scheme. Yuva means youth we are talking about. So youth Yuva Sehkar scheme, one by them. Second one, Swayam Shakti Sehkar scheme. Told you the mention of these schemes was also there in the union budget. So I'm saying I'm teaching you those things side by side. Teaching you union budget particularly, specifically. I feel kids get, a little bored. So I'm saying I am trying to, come up with a way to actually teach you almost everything which seems to be important and can be relevant from the perspective of your exam. So once again, I'm saying, listen to me carefully. I said two fully funded schemes for youth entrepreneurs and women self-help groups. Which ones are they? I said Yuva Sehkar scheme and Swayam Shakti Sehkar scheme, right? And who's behind the launch? National Cooperative Development Corporation. Even if you find the name a little odd, I can't do much about that. You also cannot do anything about it. Try to learn the name. Once again, I said Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation launched Paymana to monitor. It's a portal to monitor the projects which go beyond the cost of 150 crores. 150 either or upwards. If the money spent on the infrastructure projects goes beyond 150 crores, Paymana portal has the information about it. That is what I was telling you. National Cooperative Development Corporation, two fully funded schemes, one for youth entrepreneurs Yuva Sehkar scheme. The other one is for women. It is like Swayam Shakti Sehkar scheme. So I hope till here everything is clear. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So about defense. About defense, one question is like Agni Pariksha, which is like written here as well. But it is like something quite significant. It is like about Indian Army and Indo-Tibetan Border Police. Joint, of course, an exercise being conducted. And between Indian Army and Indo-Tibetan Border Police, they conducted exercise Agni Pariksha. I hope you understand that the name of the exercise Agni Pariksha is important. Venue is equally significant, which is Arunachal Pradesh. I said Arunachal Pradesh is the venue for Agni Pariksha between Indo-Tibetan Border Police and Indian Army. The name of the organizations like police and army, and the place Arunachal Pradesh, and of course the name Agni Pariksha. 3 of the questions can be asked in 3 different ways. You have to answer and you have to learn them. Now let's move on. The next and the second question, Indian Air Force Sarang aerobatic team showcased the indigenous advanced light helicopter. Dhruv is not your friend. Dhruv is like the helicopter made by India, herself. I'm saying it is an indigenous production. So indigenous advanced light helicopter Dhruv at Singapore Air Show. We do that. Recently, you saw some show in which Tejas was, shown to people. So here, once again, what happened there, I don't wish to mention that. So I'm saying Singapore Air Show, think like that. Singapore Air Show is going on. Some indigenous product, like which we made, which is Dhruv. What is Dhruv? They can ask you that as well. Advanced Light Helicopter. ALH, Advanced Light Helicopter, Dhruv, was showcased in that Singapore show. That is what you have to learn. And Indian Air Force, of course, Sarang aerobatic team did that. Now first read it on your own. Stop the video a while, read it, and then you'll understand what exactly is happening. For future warfare, people who are behind, people who are going to fight, at the front, they have to be aware of AI warfare. They have to be aware space or cyber warfare. They have to be aware of almost everything. So third edition of TRI Services Future Warfare Course. Future warfare course. Future as in we are thinking that a war can be, based on AI. A war can be based on cyber crime as well. Cyber warfare can be there. So just to make them acquainted with, just to make them familiar with, such things do exist. Army leaders are being trained for it. Army leaders or military leaders are being trained for it. And this course is going on in New Delhi. Once again, read it now. Third Future Warfare course was launched to train military leaders in artificial intelligence, cyber warfare and space warfare, just to make you understand the meaning. Then third edition of TRI Services, military leaders of TRI Services, Future Warfare course held in New Delhi. I hope you understood till now what I've taught. Either Agni Pariksha, maybe Dhruv, or maybe TRI Services Future Warfare course being conducted in New Delhi. Now next set of questions, energy and environment. Let's see what exactly is happening. So when somebody says Gujarat is the biggest contributor, so you must be thinking in what? So Gujarat is the biggest contributor in renewable energy. People are of course interested in free electricity. So how can they actually come up with such a thing if they are installing on their rooftops solar panels and all. So of course the contribution is going to be immense that way, but it is one of the examples I'm giving you. There are many things they are into. I'm just telling you that Gujarat emerged as the largest contributor to India's renewable energy capacity till December 2025. Next question, state wetlands, Kutch district of Gujarat and Etah district of Uttar Pradesh. Designated Ramsar sites. Now what you have to do, give me some information about these. Think about, from the perspective of the exam. Ramsar sites, I told you when I was teaching you wetlands a while back, Wetlands Day is celebrated on 2nd February. So I said Ramsar sites is the important topic, and I usually talk about that. When you search about Ramsar sites and states and their point of view, probably you will come up with some information, like you want to tell me how many Ramsar sites are there. Some relevant information, not here and there talk. So I'm just expecting some answer that you wish to tell me, that how many Ramsar sites are there, are they the recent ones, or there are more as well. You have to mention the names, like if you wish to tell me what wetlands are. For other kids also, they'll also read, so I'll comment if your information is relevant, and if it is not as well, then too. State wetlands in Kutch, and I said Gujarat, Etah district. Kutch is in Gujarat, we know that. So Etah district in Uttar Pradesh, so I'm saying they have been designated, they have actually, have become Ramsar sites now. So I'm saying 25th Bharat Rang Mahotsav. 25th Bharat Rang Mahotsav began in Rohtak, Haryana. Repetition. Renewable energy contributor, the biggest contributor, like in terms of state I'm referring to, it is Gujarat. Then I said Kutch in Gujarat and Etah district in Uttar Pradesh, Ramsar sites now. And third thing what I've said here on this page is 25th Bharat Mahotsav, Bharat Rang Mahotsav started in Rohtak, Haryana. Let's move on to the next set of questions. It is about economy, infrastructure and business. Let's see what is happening. So are we talking about two types of, you can call it fuels that Indian Railway is using for the railway? Yes. So from Sabarmati, they have come up with, read it carefully, Indian Railways operationalized India's first liquefied natural gas. See, when you know CNG is there, compressed natural gas, just remove C, drop C from CNG and make it LNG. So it's not that compressed natural gas, it is liquefied natural gas. So I'm saying liquefied natural gas and diesel dual fuel, diesel electric multiple unit. It is written here as well. So I'm saying from Sabarmati they started it. Dual fuel engine from Sabarmati, railway started it. Walmart became the first retail chain to reach $1 trillion market capitalization. Of course, becoming that huge is see, every time you listen to multiple players into retail, of course you think of their losses, but here we are talking about their wealth of Walmart only, not others which we are associated with or which we buy from. We are talking about Walmart Incorporated became world's first retail company to reach a market $1 trillion, to reach a market of $1 trillion. It is huge. You have to understand that $1 trillion is huge. Indian budget mentioned, of course, like how much we are going to spend on defense sector. But the raise of 15.3% is quite significant. You have to keep that in mind. Once again, I'm saying India increased defense budget, defense expenditure. So defense expenditure was, of course, made 15.3% higher. You have to keep that in mind. Once again, revise all that. Indian Railways, to fuel liquefied natural gas and diesel dual fuel electric multiple unit from Sabarmati, and I said Walmart, first retail market company. Of course, the market reached $1 trillion here. India increased defense expenditure by 15.3%. That's huge, and I've actually mentioned the budget amount as well. Read that carefully. And with that, we've come to an end of the session. If you have any query, if you wish to ask something, of course, you can ask me there in the comment section. I'll answer that. But if you want this PPT, you can actually join our Telegram channel. We'll give you this PPT over there. Thank you so much for watching till here.